Good night. It is May 28, 2024, and it's Tuesday. Here in Sherbrooke, it is currently 16 degrees Celsius, 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's windy. It's getting a little windy. This morning, the sun rose at 5:04 a.m., and it set at 8:25 p.m. If you haven't calculated it already, that is 15 hours and 21 minutes of sunlight, which is, you guessed it, more than yesterday. The days are getting longer. I had a good day today. Woke up a little late, but yeah, my neighbor's been calm. I haven't seen him in a couple days, but I did see him walking yesterday, and I avoided him because I get very anxious when I see him because I don't want to have. I mean, I've been thinking about it today. It's like he tries to complain to me about the fact that he's getting kicked out. Whether or not he understands it, I'm just going to be honest. Like, I'm sorry that this is happening to you, and I know that, whatever issues you're having, which are none of my business, are not your fault, I don't think. I mean, it's just not my responsibility to have to deal with it. And the problem is that, unfortunately, this apartment building, like, it's impossible for me to not have to deal with it. Or at least be affected by it. And, like, I'm not going to, try to deal with it. What I'm going to do is if he does that, I'm just gonna have to call the police, because there is at least until midnight, there are like social workers that they could that they'll send instead or alongside. Like, I don't want to call the police, but I believe somebody left a comment suggesting this, which I haven't responded to yet, but yeah. So at least we know. And then, my roommate called the police, and they told him, like, don't wait like hours. Just like, if it happens and it doesn't seem like he's gonna stop, give him a call and try to send over a social worker, because the social workers will have access to, his medical records and like whatever file he has with the healthcare system, so they'll be able to know who he is and what's going on already, which is good. But yeah, if it comes to it, I don't think he's going to understand. Really, 'cause he doesn't really seem to understand like why this is a problem for us and why this is affecting us. So that is, it helps me feel a lot less anxiety now. I still get anxious at the thought of running into him, but I know it's not going to be that bad. I'll be okay. I had my meeting tonight, which was great. Last week I was alone, which is fine. But there were more people this week, which is nice. And yeah, it helped me out a lot. And I have some goals for this week. Tonight I'm thinking about the song Crazy Clown Time by David Lynch, and especially the video. Definitely watch the video. It is pretty much exactly, if you know David Lynch, you know his films, if you haven't heard his music, imagine if David Lynch created a song called Crazy Clown Time. I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's very weird. It's creepy. It's disturbing. The instrumental is really good, though. It's very repetitive, but it's got a lot of backwards guitar and this very like repetitive beat. It's a good beat. And it's got that sort of dark, mysterious vibe that a lot of his film work has. I don't think um, collaborated with Angelo Badalamenti on this. Maybe, I mean, I haven't looked it up, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely what you would expect from him. And the music video is fucking insane. His voice sounds fucking insane too. Um, he's just, and his like the lyrics is just describing this really fucked up party and saying it's crazy clown time. It's crazy clown time. And yeah, the video is just a 7-minute David Lynch short film music video. Yeah, it's really intense and Lynchian. It's just David Lynch, and I just feel so grateful and lucky that the world has gotten the chance to experience David Lynch. In my opinion, one of the greatest artists of the past several centuries, I would say. At least. I mean, it just, like, there's absolutely nothing, and I totally understand a lot of people do not like David Lynch. And I think, as I've mentioned before, like, I'm not super into. I find it really interesting to read other people's interpretations of like what symbolism is in his work. Trying to like figure out what the plots of his, at least his more abstract films are, because it does help to understand some stuff, and I think some people have some correct interpretations. But for me, yeah, to me, David Lynch has always been more about feelings and how it makes me feel. And it's not a pleasant feeling, but I mean, going on a roller coaster is not a pleasant feeling either, but it's a unique feeling. And all of David Lynch's work gives off this unique feeling. I mean, there's just people just fucking screaming. I don't really want to spoil anything, but like, I mean, I do want to warn you that it's like, it's intense. There are some strobing lights. It's weird and creepy, and there's like, but not like musical screaming. There's just like fucking people just screaming. It's really crazy. I can't believe I'd never seen it before. I'd heard some of them, a couple of the singles off that album, and it just, at the time, back in 2011, it just didn't, I don't know, I just wasn't interested in pursuing further listening, but now I will, because the song's really good. And it's uniquely insane. There's nothing else like this in the world. I listened to like a little bit of samples of Blue Bob, which is an album he made back in the 90s or early 2000s, which is weird, more like metal-y, blues metal-y. It's very strange. A little industrial, but definitely like that was really a product of its time. Very dated sounding, whereas yeah, Crazy Clown Time, just pure David Lynch. Very weird stuff. Later tonight, it's gonna rain. What are you gonna do? It's good that it's raining. Didn't rain today. I don't believe it rained yesterday, but not today. It's gonna be 14 degrees Celsius, 58 degrees Fahrenheit. 57% chance of rain. It's gonna rain, most likely. It is more likely that it will rain than it will not. I don't have anything planned for tomorrow, but an update on the reading. I read again for 15 minutes before going on my computer, and I'll do that again. My goal for this week is to, like, before going onto my computer, just see if I can maybe try to do something else instead. Listen to music, read, talk to my roommates, do some cleaning. Just like try to do something. And if like I have an actual goal, I'm like, I want to use my computer to do something specific. That's one thing, just because I could just spin around in a fucking circle. I'd spend hours and hours. So just, yeah, try to do something else first. Even if I eventually go onto the computer, that's fine. But like, because it's like starting other things that I find particularly difficult. So if you can just like start off on something else. I read most of another Borges story. I forgot what it's called. Oh, the Circular Ruins. It's really cool. It's about this guy who like just appears in this like place like near this village, and he just like gets off his fucking boat and just arrives and starts sleeping in these ruins of this like it's like burned out ruins of this like sort of like forgotten old god that were like was like a temple to this forgotten old god. And this man has this like singular purpose, which is to like dream a person with so much detail that that person like becomes manifested into reality. And it just goes through like his the different things that he just like sleeps all day. Like the villagers come and like give him like some like fruit and water as like a tribute because they know he's like some sort of fucking magician, and he just sleeps all day and he tries to do this. And then I don't know, it's cool, it's very short. Borges' stories are very short, but it's just like, and then like things I don't think are going to be going so well for this not for this guy, but like for the world. It's really cool. I highly recommend Jorge Luis Borges. All right, everyone, have a great night. Oh, and no, actually, sorry. Before I end, I do want to mention once again, if anybody's missed this, speaking of David Lynch, a lot of the things I do like repetitively every day, and in these weather reports, and especially just the fact of doing these weather reports in the first place, is an homage to David Lynch, because David Lynch used to do daily weather reports. So the beautiful blue skies and golden sunshine all along the way, the have a great day, if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again. All of that is taken directly from his videos, and he stopped doing them a couple of years ago. And yeah, so just so you know, David Lynch is the only reason why I'm doing this. So thank you, David Lynch. I don't mean like I'm not emulating or like copying some of the things that he was saying, like as a to make fun of him. I'm doing it out of love and deep respect for David Lynch, because he's one of my favorite artists of all time, and like I said, one of the greatest artists ever. Maybe, who knows? But definitely a real gem. So everyone, have a great night.